Robert was no ordinary girl. At just 26, she had built a name for herself as one of Lagos' most promising fashion designers. Her studio in Lekki was always buzzing with young brides, influencers, and socialites who wanted to look their absolute best. So, when she was selected to design dresses for one of the most anticipated celebrity weddings of the year, between music superstar Jason Cole and model-turned actress Bianca Okoye, Chloe knew her life was about to change forever. Preparations were intense. The wedding was set to hold at a luxury venue in Victoria Island, with guests flying in from Dubai, London, and New York. Chloe poured her heart into every fabric, every bead, every cut. She wanted this to be her masterpiece. 2 weeks before the wedding, Chloe met the couple for a final fitting. They looked happy, glowing, and completely in love. But as they finalized the plans, Bianca casually mentioned the change. "Oh, and by the way," she said, "we've changed photographers. We are using Daniel Black." Chloe paused. The name sounded familiar, but she couldn't place it. "I thought you booked Snapmaster Studios." "We did," Jason replied, adjusting his gold wristwatch. "But Daniel is a legend. His pictures, there's something magical about them. Every couple he photographs ends up blissfully happy. No divorce. No drama. It's like a charm." Chloe nodded slowly, though something in her spirit didn't settle. She had never seen any of these happier couples online. No interviews, no YouTube recaps. Just perfect wedding photos, and then silence. She brushed the thought aside. After all, Lagos was full of rumors. People always had something to say. The day of the wedding came. The venue was breathtaking, white orchids, chandeliers, champagne fountains. Guests wore designer labels, and everything sparkled under the setting sun. Chloe watched as the mysterious photographer arrived. Daniel Black. He was tall, lean, and dressed in all black, even in the blazing Lagos heat. He wore dark sunglasses that never came off and carried a large, vintage camera. Not digital, old school. One of those that made a loud click and required film. He didn't speak much. He just moved, like smoke, through the crowd, snapping pictures quietly. When it was time to photograph the bride and groom, he stood close, too close, and whispered instructions. "Smile, perfect," he murmured. "Now tilt your head, just a little. Hold it. Click." Bianca giggled. Jason laughed. Everything seemed fine. Beautiful, even. But by the end of the night, Chloe noticed something strange. The couple no longer held hands. They barely looked at each other. Their laughter had stopped, replaced by distant stares, like they were strangers standing side by side. Chloe brushed it off as exhaustion. It had been a long day. But the feeling lingered. Weeks passed. Then months. Chloe didn't see Jason and Bianca on Instagram. No honeymoon pictures. No updates. No red carpet appearances. She tried messaging Bianca, no reply. She asked around, but no one had seen them. Their fans were confused. Gossip blogs started speculating, trouble in paradise. Secret separation. Then Chloe heard something that made her blood run cold. A makeup artist she worked with mentioned another wedding, 2 years ago, where Daniel Black was the photographer. The bride was a popular influencer. The couple had gone viral for their wedding dance. But days later, they vanished from the internet. Deleted all their posts. No one heard from them again. Another story came up. And another. Different couples. Same outcome. Chloe couldn't ignore it anymore. She needed answers. Late one night, she searched for Daniel Black online. No website. No Instagram. No bookings. Nothing, except a blog post from 6 years ago. It mentioned an art exhibit in Ikeja with haunting black and white wedding portraits. The photographer. Daniel Black. That was all she needed. She drove to Ikeja the next day, her heart pounding as she followed the address listed on the article. It led to an old building with faded paint and no signboard. A small staircase led to a dark hallway. Room 304. She knocked. No answer. The door creaked open. The room was cold, silent, but filled with hundreds, maybe thousands, of photographs. Frames lined every wall. Wedding pictures, posed and perfect, but each one felt wrong. The couples were mid-laughter, mid-embrace, mid-dance, but their eyes were different. They were alive. Watching. Some blinked. Others shifted ever so slightly. Chloe's knees buckled. She had stumbled into a collection of souls. Daniel Black wasn't a photographer. He was something else. A collector. A thief of love. A creature that fed on happiness and trapped people in their most joyful moments. She turned to run, but Daniel was standing in the hallway. Come. Still. Camera in hand. You shouldn't be here, he said. Chloe raised her phone without thinking. Click. The flash burst. Daniel flinched. She didn't wait. She ran, through the hallway, down the stairs, into her car. Shaking, she drove home and reported everything to the police. The next day, the police raided the studio. They found no Daniel Black. No sign of him. Except for one final photograph. On the wall, in the center of the room, hung a new frame. Inside it, Daniel Black. Frozen. Staring. A look of terror on his face. Camera dangling at his side. And from that day on, no one ever saw him again. But the couples, they remained. Still trapped. Still watching. And now, my friend, if you ever see a man on the streets of Lagos, wearing dark glasses, holding an old camera, do not smile. Do not let him take your photo. Because your love might be the next to disappear.